November 767 Mike Echo, the sequel to November 11111, a lot of ones. We'll meet and get to know Mohamed Elkhadiri, the owner of the airplane and good friend and flying buddy. On this trip, this will be a bunch of short little clips with regards to that and a little status on where the airplane is at, what's being done to it, and where it's going to be at here in a month or two or three.
Well, cruising along at flight level 200. We're throttled back to a very economic power setting, but we're still trued out at, what were we trued out at? About two something.
Let's find out.
All right, we'll find out over here. 213 knots.
213.
Yep, and we have about 44 knots on our nose. So that puts our ground speed down at 170 knots. Oh, joy. But this airplane you bought in about February, March of 2020.
Right.
So after that, what happened? Little short story here to kind of give some perspective as to what's going on.
So the plan was to ferry it a month after I bought it in February. So as soon as I bought it, COVID hit. Manufacturing plants closed. Could not get the annual inspection completed, and I opted to do some panel upgrading. In fact, the 960 over here, that was the result of the plane sitting on the ground for too long.
So that was a result of the first baby that happened.
And the first baby that happened.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So the second baby, it was all this stuff.
History dies here. Yeah.
So because it was sitting over there so long and you couldn't go back and get it, well, might as well update the panel. And Juliet Delta Aviation did a great job with that, and the avionics shop that's there at Capital City. So, all right, we'll keep going with the timing now.
Yes, so 2 years later, after COVID and two babies, we're finally taking her home.
That's great. And home is where?
Seattle, Washington.
Paine Field.
Paine Field.
Paine Field.
Yep.
And there's a couple other Aerostars there.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, there's
yours is there.
The infamous November 11111. It's hard to keep those numbers straight. Then there's the
November 4431 Delta.
newly minted November 14 Victor Mike.
Right, Robert.
Belongs to Robert Kindle. And that one's over at Aerostar. And some of the folks that watch the YouTube channel would have seen us take it over there and flew it for the first time.
Delta Squawk 2470.
Flew it for the first time in about 18 years.
290.
Yeah, deviated down to the left to get around that those buildups, which we can see. And this is going to work really good because we broke out on top. Skimming the tops at flight level 220. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous out here.
Jackson 12000 and 2509.
Right into the sun.
12 and 250 Delta.
On the Devon to arrival. We're flying the descent on the arrival.
Price 2136 cross Jackson.
It's pretty cool because over here on the
altimeter 3008.
MFD, we've got the speed banana that tells us exactly where we're going to end up once we reach 11,000. Cool.
Airport 25, exit runway 34 left.
I can turn now? Yeah, let's do it.
Airport 25, exiting 34
It is hand flat.
Alpha 1. Thank you.
Tighten up the turn.
Aerostar 7 Mike Echo, vehicle has exited the runway 34 left, clear to land.
The Mike Echo, clear to land, 34 left. All right, we got flaps at 20. Let's go gear at this point, and just assume you're right on the glide slope right now. So gear down. Props coming down. Manifold pressure 20. Drops forward. This is a little steeper approach to stay on the glide slope, so let's hold about 17 inches.
100 Mike Sierra.
100, and then just let it slow down to 120.
Okay, gear is down, and boost pump is on.
Pressure station zeroed out. All right, good.
900 Mike Sierra, Paine Tower, make straight in runway 34 left. 99 Max 0, be straight in, 34 left.
Just let it naturally slow down to 110, then or 100, and then just hold it there. Okay, here's down and checked again. Down and checked. Okay. Relax. Okay, start the round out. Oops. So much? Yeah, you ballooned.
Aerostar 7 Mike Echo, enable safe parking.
West condos.
Roger, right turn, looks like Alpha 5 and give ground a call. Have a good day.
Will do. 7 Mike Echo.
It is now.
Okay, Mohamed. Nice flight. Welcome home with your new airplane. And this is going to be fun. We still got some work to do.
A lot of work.
Where do we start today?
Today, let me see, we started in Peoria.
Peoria. Where
We went to, let's see,
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Yes,
Aberdeen, North Dakota. Lewistown, Montana.
And then
Paine. All in one day. I haven't added up the flying. That's probably about. That's.
And we were up our flight levels. I think we went all the way up to 220, then came down to 180,
Yep.
160 for winds. Very exciting.
Yeah, and the winds were much stronger than forecast from Lewiston to here.
Right.
So we ended up going down to max range power settings, and we landed here with about probably about 35 gallons, which is that's an hour.
That's an hour.
That's an hour at the settings that we're flying at. What are you shaking your head at?
35 gallons for an hour? Okay.
That's what we were burning.
I thought you were burning.
We were down to 17 per side.
Oh, yeah, okay, very nice. I thought you were max cruise is what you were saying.
No. Max range.
Max range, okay.
Or max headroom, or something like that.
Yeah, we're sipping fuel at 34 gallons.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I wish I could do
But we're
that.
still trued out at over 200 knots.
Yes.
And that's at 16,000 feet. But we had the lowest headwind that we had, the smallest headwind we had was about 26 knots.
Yeah.
And when we were up at 220, kind of dodging some of the thunderstorms up there, what was it, 70 knots?
70 knots.
Yeah.
I saw the thunderstorms. I didn't know if you're going to miss them.
You can see beetles on the ground just beating us.
Yep, that was crazy. So anyway, we're back. Welcome home.
Beautiful airplane.
And,
I just want to say you've been amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Times two. It's been amazing,
yeah.
times two.
Patience.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the way we were supposed to end up this day. Oh, got a mess.
2 years later, we're at Aerostar getting a whole bunch of work done, and none of it had anything to do with that feathered engine. That was the infamous dipstick that popped out. All right, we're here at Aerostar Aircraft. I'm standing next to my next ride since 11111 is sold. I'm actually over here, we're doing some training, so 767 Mike Echo, and it is a 700 that is, I think it's a 79, and it's getting the gross weight increase, the aux tank put in, and a bunch of work, just TLC kind of stuff. We'll call it progressive restoration, and pretty nice in the cockpit.
So I want to try to stay within minutes at this stage of the game.
Right. And we're truing 2.
Okay, here's 767 Mike Echo, and this is what I'm going to get to play with in replacement for 111. Had the nose wheel beef up done, it's having the 6850 gross weight increase done, and a bunch of other work on the engines. It's having the air conditioning put in, so that's going to be new, which is really good. But airplane's in pretty good shape. So I'll call it progressive restoration. There's some work being done here on the aileron hinge points. And then there was some major stuff down here underneath the wing. And right up in here, if you can see, there's a crack. Let's do this. There's a crack right here. It runs from here all the way down here. There's a little doubler area that's here, but this got landed pretty hard. The other wing had been damaged at one time. And then a bunch of these rivets in here where there's a little cowling piece that goes on there. Those had all been loosened up. So that's all been being replaced. And then this area down here where this tape is, that's where all the doubler goes for the 6850 gross weight increase. So, as usual, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, you know the drill. As we go forward, when this airplane's done, it'll be back in the same hangar at Paine Field that 111 was in. And maybe 14 Victor Mike will be done a month or two earlier than Mike Echo, and it may be over there. So stay tuned for that video.